Set your mind on fire. Hello and welcome to the Design Basics videos. These are the HTML basics. We're going to start from scratch and move all the way into knowing really how all of HTML works. Now, we're not going to cover absolutely every little tag, but we are going to cover how the theory behind it and what you need to know to get into making your own websites and designing your own web pages. So this is kind of a two-part series here. We've got HTML basics, and later we're going to go into CSS basics. Now, if you already know the HTML side, you can go ahead and just jump over to the CSS basics. You can do that by clicking the link to my page down below. And if you want to subscribe, that would be great. We're going to be covering a lot more than just HTML and CSS. We're going to cover JavaScript, we're going to cover photography, we're going to cover just really everything that you need to know to design really good web pages. Now, in these videos, we're starting from scratch. So if you know things, again, go ahead and keep going on to the next videos until you reach something that maybe you don't know. But it can also be good to reaffirm your basic knowledge of HTML and of CSS. So, getting into it, we're going to talk about the theory here. Now, in HTML, everything is based around this idea of tags. What a tag is, and you'll hear that word quite a bit in the next few videos, is just this greater than and less than sign that surround a word. And that word kind of tells the browser what to expect inside of this tag. And so between the opening and closing tag, which a closing tag is just the word with a little / in front of it, it knows that we're talking about this type of content. So it knows in this tag we're talking about HTML. In this tag we're talking about the head section, which we'll talk about is kind of everything that we need to load into our page before we go into styling it, which the styling and all the content is inside of the body tag. And all of these, you can think of them as kind of boxes. This is very much a hierarchical, I think that's a word, hierarchical-ish, something like that. You get the idea? It's a structure that works in a hierarchy. And every tag has to have a closing tag because we need to know when to open the box and when to close the box. And that's how we know what's inside. So this div, which is a kind of a division tag, is inside of a section, is inside of the body, is inside of HTML. And so as long as you get that idea, you'll really do fine with HTML. That's kind of really all you need to know theory-wise is just that idea of boxes and just these two sections, this head section and this body section. Again, the body is everything that we show to the user. The head is everything that kind of gets loaded beforehand. And everything that gets displayed, this happens in order. So as you read it going down the page, that's how it gets loaded into the page. So that's something just to keep in mind, especially as we get into loading scripts into our page in the third video. So in the next couple videos, we're going to be covering layout, how you kind of structure your data, especially in this body tag here, how you can kind of split things up and make it how you want to look. When you send it out to your user in a very kind of framework sense, kind of the placing content around. Style is more about the way things look in terms of color, the way text looks, and we're going to go into that in the second video. And then in the third video, we're going to talk more about this head tag up here, how we load in scripts from other languages. Now, there's a lot of different languages you can kind of use with HTML. We're only going to talk about CSS in this specific series, but later on we are going to go into JavaScript, and we'll go on to a lot of other stuff in the future videos. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see the next few videos in terms of other more functional scripts. But the CSS videos should be up as soon as this video goes up. So you can kind of see the CSS here, and we'll talk about that in those videos, and that's going to be how we style the content within our page. So if you want to jump on to the next video or just let the playlist play on through, that would be great. Again, if you like the videos, click like, click subscribe, anything to show me that we're doing well, and we'll get more out for you. And if you have any comments, any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I try to answer every single one that comes in. So I'll see you in the next video.